Okay, so I am going to show you the quickest, well, not the quickest, but the fastest way to get to level 15 without spending any money. That's often a question that I'm asked while playing. Is the best way. I hear people saying it takes them an hour, 2 hours, something like that. This way we'll get it done in around 30 minutes. This is going to give you the best start as well. You'll be level 15 with around 45,000 penya, which should be enough to buy you any of your level 15 items that you need for your first job, and enough for food and pots and all that. So here we go. First thing we're going to do is open up your inventory, and you're going to open up your welcome player package. This is only available on the first character made on a new account. So if you don't have it, just create a new account. It takes 2 seconds to make an email. Open that up, grab all these things, delete the things you're not going to use. The glasses, they don't really matter, but whatever. So what the things you're going to do is you're going to use the amp, you're going to use the power scroll, and we're going to do a trick with the power scroll, and you're going to use 3 of these. You don't need the elixir of the fox. So first thing you're going to do is grab this quest from the general here. It's basically, this is a level 1 quest. It's always going to be there unless they change this and you're watching it years from now or whatever. It's just supposed to get you familiar with where people are, where you can buy armor, where you can buy weapons, where you can buy food, but it comes with the advantage of giving you easy money and easy experience already level 2 just by talking to people. What you want to do for this one here is just buy your longsword from this man. You can always just go kill monsters until one drops, but it's 260 penya. It's just faster to do it this way. This quest is also going to end up giving you 50 refresher holds and 50 biscuits. You do not need to worry about buying food. If you want to be safe, you can buy 20 more pieces of food, milk or biscuits, whatever you want, but you don't need to if you don't want to. Yeah, really what this quest is it'll get you level 4 with like 50%, maybe level 5 if things are a little slow or whatever. And then we can really start getting you to level 15, and then once that starts, it'll only take us 15 minutes. Talk to this woman, she's going to tell you to kill these AVATs. Yeah, that's really it. This is, yeah, it's the best way. Shouldn't be a secret. Some people like to keep these tips to themselves. I do not know why. It does not matter to the slightest to me how fast you can get to level 15. If you're brand new, you should be picking up everything that drops from everything you kill, just so that you can mass sell it back. But as I don't really intend on playing this character, and I also have plenty of money already on my other accounts, I'm not going to bother picking anything up unless it's really nice. For skill, or sorry about that. For stat distribution, you're going to want to go 1 point in strength, 1 point in dex, or no, 1 point in strength, 1 point in stamina until level 11, level 10, and then you'll just go only strength until level 15. This is not because you need the stamina for health or anything or defense, even though it's nice. It's to get you enough FP, because we are going to be leveling using our skills, which are these things right here. When you hit level 5, we're going to have clean hit, we're going to have flurry, and we're only going to use those two. Don't need to use overcutter at all. We will max out both of these, maxing flurry before clean hit. And yeah, we will put in the action slot, and you will only use two bubbles here out of the potential 5. That is because the more you use, as you use the action slot, it'll be easier to show once we start doing it, but it starts to black out, and then you need to wait for it to slowly cool back down. Think of it like overheating. It needs to slowly cool back down, and then you can use it all again. But if you only use a few at a time, so 2 or 3, it blacks out slower than if you use 5 or 4. We will only use 2 because that's all we're going to need in order to kill everything. It'll essentially die with 1 combo of this and then maybe a hit or 2. do your stats as you can. Again, though, they're honestly not that important with what we're going to do, because as soon as we use our power scroll and these right here, it really won't matter. Okay, so we killed those. Oh, fucking hate doing that. Talk to him again, and we will be level 4. He's going to tell us to kill the 80%, sorry. We're going to kill the mushbangs. Another little tip some people may not know about: if you ever aren't sure where to go in a quest, just click the line that's getting you trouble. So, well, where's the mushbangs? Look at there. It'll pop up on your map. Go that way. Also, a little arrow pops up over your head. What else? Yeah, so we'll be using just 2 skills. Flurry, I guess you could put some. Go to 3 right now, and then at level 5 you can start putting skill points into the other one. And we'll max Flurry first. If you want to see how much these quests give, you can always find it in the quest tab by pressing Q, and then you can read it here. So we're going to get 80% and 10,000 penya, which is not a lot late in the game, but 10,000 is a ton at this early start, especially with the new global server opening soon. It's going to be important to get those extra pennies, because honestly it is quite hard. So I want this. It's quite hard when you're brand new server. Food is expensive in this game. It's just how it is. So having, at the end of this, we'll have 45,000 penya. You'll be set. And by the time you need to re-up your food from then, you'll have made enough money from drops and all that, in which you won't need, you won't have to worry about it anymore. So 5 of those and 10 of these. Do stats again. You can do 2 and 2, like alternate levels, or just do 1 and 1 each time. It does not matter. You just want, after like around the level 11, to just start only doing it. Only doing strength. Just honestly, it doesn't matter too much at that point either, but it's something. It's faster. After this, I don't really intend on playing this character. This is purely just an account to show people a quick tip to get to level 15. As I know, it's an easy thing when you know what you're doing, but for new players, they do find this difficult, or not difficult, but harder than it really needs to be. Now, this trick does involve using this amp and this power scroll, but if it does not work, the theory stays the same. Everything I show you does not rely on this, other than this just speeds it up. This is incredibly useful, same with the amp, but not 100% needed for this. You can do this without it. It will be a little bit slower, but the pathing and the quest and the general tips remain the same. So right now we have 5,000 penya. We're about to get another 10,000. That's 15,000 penya, which is incredible at this level. So talk to him. Well, we're level 4 now. We're now going to start leveling. So start this is when I would say you've started your quest to level 30. So what you're going to do, or level 15, sorry. What you're going to do, open this, grab the free vital drinks, put those in your action slot wherever you're comfortable with, and then you also will be given, because of your quest, 50 biscuits. Again, do that. So now we are going to go right to the level 7 mobs. You can go to the level 9s. It does not matter. I go level 7s to level 11s. Some people go level 9s to level 13s. Up to you. I'm sure there is a theory crafted optimal way, but it does not matter too much. Alright. So now that we're here, equip any shields or whatnot if you have them. Pop your amp. Take your flasks. Now what you want to do with this scroll is it actually is a unique scroll in that after an hour, it goes away, it becomes a better scroll. And then after an hour of using that scroll, it goes away and becomes an even better scroll. What we're going to do is just remove it right away after popping it. Now it's a better scroll. Do that again one more time. So now it's its best scroll without waiting 2 hours. We have now 900 health. That is massive. So here we go, 900 health, and we've used our amplification scroll and our 3 things there. And look at that, we gained, I don't know, let's see what we get EXP wise here. 7%, we're getting 12% to kill right now. We're now level 5. We're going to level up this fragment skill here. We can put them in the action slot. Just double click or drag, does not matter. Alright, so now we're going to use the action slot, and you'll see right there, dead. No hitting required at this level. We're going to stay here till about level 7. Then we'll go to the level 11s. Look at this, is just, it's too fast. Pick up little armor like this as you get it that you can use. Bike boots level 4 or level 5. Easy. Get rid of your old stuff. It's useless. It comes free. Okay, so we've run out FP. We're leveled up though, luckily. So use your FP pots as you get them. Try and make them an optimal use of your FP pots. Don't hit them when you have these skills here require 5 and 12, so 17 total FP. Don't use it when you're under 17. So no. Otherwise, you're wasting them. Stay here a little bit longer. Like I said, look at the drops. If they fall down, if they're relevant to you, you can pick them up. But honestly, you're gonna, oh, look at that Parma helmet. Look at that. Good luck. So put that on. That's good. Anything that drops with a green bean typically is going to be valuable. It's not always the case. As people progress, it's going to be less valuable as it gets diluted in the market. But especially on like a new server or a fresh server, or as a new player, it's useful for you because anything's better than nothing. We have 4 if you have to do that. Those boots, those. And as you see here, these are level 11, so 5 levels higher than us, and we are killing them in one combo. We're gonna pick up this axe when it comes of it. When we're done killing this, axes are what you want to use because we're doing this combo with the skill slot. So all you want, you can join parties if you want, but honestly, it's just gonna slow me down at this point. There is a benefit to it, but I don't see much benefit to it pre-15 when we're going to be doing this as fast as we can. We're going to, back to what I said about axes, we're going to wear an axe because, yes, they hit slower, but they hit harder. But since we're using skills, the speed does not matter when you're just looking for damage. So grab your biggest damage thing. If a sword has more damage, use a sword, but typically an axe of the same level will do more. Level up again, a little too fast here. You have 50 health pots if you need it for these. You probably won't really need to heal because by the time you're done killing these things, you'll have leveled up, which resets your health anyways. But if you need it, you have it there. Like I said, though, if you're a little bit new or you're a little worried, take that money you first get. Don't spend all of it, but buy like 20 more biscuits or 20 more milks or whatever. Or you can always just be picking up these things from the ground as you see them, the meat skewers, then the vanilla or the strawberry shakes. Same with the FP pots if you feel you're going to run out for whatever reason. But with these scrolls and the fast level ups and these flasks, you shouldn't really have a problem with needing to use too much food or anything like that. So we're already level 8. It's only been 5 minutes of us actually trying. What's that? 25, 33, 21, 29. So ours X is better. We can use it in one more level. Pay attention to the level, the items you're using, and when you can start using them, because, it helps. Especially, for that bugged out. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a good time to show it. It starts to black out in this bottom right corner, and that's because of how many times we've used this. But since we're only using 2, It's only going up a small amount here. If we were using 3 or 4, we would already be probably overheated and wouldn't be able to continue using the action slot. Now, it's not bad to auto attack. We're still incredibly strong due to the scrolls, but it's just slightly faster, and we're going for the most free-to-play, fast way to do this. I forgot to do this. You should be leveling up your skills here as you get them. You get little points every level. Finish that. We're going to do even more damage. We're going to now go to the level 13s just because it's on the way. Don't worry about going from like level 4 to level 5 to level 6 to level 7 mobs. That'll slow you down more than it would to kill a mob that's maybe just because you can kill something higher doesn't mean you should. It's all about getting experience per hour, not experience per kill. If you can kill something slightly faster, or not slightly faster, but it gives you less. If you can kill 2 in the time it takes to kill 1, it's more experience, right? Just gonna keep that open because we're gonna level up here and 1 more kill. And as you can see here again, only 2 skills, and we are killing level 13 mobs. We're gonna stay at these level 13 ones until probably level 11, and then we will move on to level 15 mobs. Here as well, you want to make sure that you pick up the quest items that drop from these. You need 4 of them. They're called slains. All this information is subject to change, of course, depending on how far in the future you're watching this video, or maybe even like a week from, depending on if they change. It's subject to change. But currently, as it stands, it's pretty fresh. It's pretty new. I don't see them changing this recently, and I know a lot of people with the opening of the FlyFF Universe global server. They are looking for tips on how they can maximize their leveling come the global release. This probably won't work as efficiently on global because you're going to have 100 people fighting for these mobs, but it is going to mean that you can get to this level quicker, and hopefully that means you can avoid some of the people back there because they'll be slower and they'll be behind, and you'll be ahead. So we can equip our axe now. Good thing to pay attention to. Unfortunately, there's like 5 people here, and that's actually going to slow us down, so we might only stay here till level 10. We'll see, depending on how slow it is for us to find a respawn. And oh, we want to grab that. You want 4 of those that I just picked up. Jesus Christ, there's too many people here. So we have 1 of them, we need 4. Oh, and while you're at this tree, the reason we went this way is because there's a little quest item here. It hasn't spawned yet, but we'll find it in a second. I'll show you. Anyways, it's called Lost Puppy of Bjorn, or it's called Bjorn Puppy or something like that. It's a quest that's back in town. It's not really worth it for the experience, but what it is worth is it gives you 15,000 penya, and it is one of the ways that we're going to end this leveling with 45,000 penya. So keep killing here. We are almost level 10. See, these things are only hitting us 1 time, which is incredible. Now level 11. I think I would stay 1 more level here if there weren't this many people here. Just need to make sure we have 4. So we only have 3, so we actually do have to stay for 1 more of these. And that is just because we need 4 of them, because we're only going to level to level 14 and 80 experience. And that is because we will be able to hand in a quest which would be asking for these, but rather than getting the quest, coming back here, getting the item, and then going back, we will already have the item there when they ask for it and just turn it in immediately. Okay, we got our 4th one. So we're going to run to this cliff here. You're going to think, I can't climb the cliff. You are right, you cannot climb it, but you are special and you can just jump up it instead, because this game is 15 years old, and come on. And it's laggy. Yeah, it's buggy. And you're gonna. Why is there so many people here? Jesus. Anyways, this will give you a preview of global. You're not going to be alone, but still, look how fast we've got to this in only 10 minutes, and we're level 10. So keep killing these level 15 ones until level 11 or 12, and then we'll go to the level 16 ones, and we'll stay at the level 16 ones until we are level 15. As you can see here, we are getting around 5.7, 5.6 experience per kill. Massive. That's good. So that's what, 20 of these to level. We're killing them in 1 second, 2 seconds. This is just incredibly efficient. And now we're going to start adding all this strength. Christ, as a hero would not die. Don't die, by the way. Not because losing 3 experience is bad, which it is. It's because running back to here is going to kill your time. It is an absolute horrible feeling. I have to sprint to here from town. That's also why, like, if you are less confident in yourself, buy some food, buy some vital refreshers, something like that, so that you don't have to go back to town, because that slows you down immensely. We're still here with 39 food or 39 food and 38 refreshers. We shouldn't have to leave. If we leave, we've done something horribly wrong. Look at that, level 11. I'm going to start just doing all strength now. Oops, just because we don't really need the FP now, we just need damage. Our skills are max level now. Even though you're going to have extra points, don't level the final one just because it takes up FP that you need to do more of these combos. And it also means you have to do a third one, which causes that blackout to happen sooner than we'd like, right? So we're still going to be getting around 4 experience a kill here, yeah. Which means we're going to stay at these level 15 ones. Because, like I said, we are looking for experience per hour, not experience per kill. It's really nice if we can just one skill all these things so that we don't have to waste any time auto-attacking. Because your auto-attacks as a vagrant are horrendous. There we go, I'll keep killing. Now, if all these people weren't here, I'd say we'd save like probably another 5 minutes at least in leveling here. Not a lot in the grand scheme of your life, but this is a lot when you're considering that this should only take you 30 minutes to get to level 15. As you can see here, we are actually using a lot of our bar where it's almost going to be at the cooldown point. That's okay. It's still better to keep doing it until you can't and then just auto attack until they die, because don't waste time not killing anything while that stuff is on cooldown. You can still auto attack. You can just be just fine like that. You know, just it'll take a little longer. You'll need to use a little more food, stuff like that. But man, does it not feel fun to auto attack. Pick up any good axes you get. We are breezing through this. We're going to level up soon. 2 more to level up. Use any health pots in that case. And we're just about... Okay, so our action slot is now on cooldown, where I won't be able to do anything more than the first combo, but as you can see, it's already opened up for the second one. So we'll save this, guys. Oh, he's on AFK. Okay. And here we go. Level up, level 12. Use this, get more strength. Skills, doesn't matter. We're now going to go to the level 16 ones up here. If you're finding that there's way too many people here, by all means change your channel. The PK channel is a pretty safe bet to go to. People don't actually PK in this game because it's really not worth it. If you kill someone, all that happens is a bad thing for you, not a good thing. It's never beneficial to you unless you're just looking to cause mayhem, right? So we've been at this for 15 minutes now, and we are level 12. We're on pace here. Before these expire, we will be level 15. And holy lord, it is annoying that these things will root you. But it is what it is. It's only 3 seconds. But I swear they have like a secret plan to always root on their way out. Only when they're about to die. Alright, our action slot is full again, so we'll just auto attack for a bit until it can heal us some more. Use your food, don't die, don't get complacent with how easy the first 10 levels were. These ones are hitting for 150, right? Keep that in mind. And we're only healing for 140, so you may have to pop 2 in between. 40%. It'd be nice if when you leveled up, this little action bar went down, but alas, that is not how it works, so we can only hope. Pay mind to when things drop. If you're going to be immersed, you'll get a lot of equipment for your first class here, mythic boots, stuff like that. It's a good way to save money further when you get your second class. If you don't have to buy a suit, you don't have to buy gauntlets, you don't have to buy boots. Just keep that in mind. It's also really good to sell. Not to other people. No one ever wants to buy these from shops. Don't waste your time doing that unless it's like an actual rare good item. But it's good to just sell to the vendors in town, the food lady, the armor lady, the people like that. Because it's not much money, but it's enough that'll give you things like refresher pots, health potions, stuff like that. Everything you need to actually level in this game. Alright, 73, so we're only getting 3% to kill here, which is not bad still. That's only 30 kills. We're just... Oh, do not attack that thing. That thing almost killed me and it ruined the whole video. Those things are way too high level. You gotta be careful when you're playing with the setting I am, in which I play with one-click attack. You will by default have to do 2 clicks, and that's just so you don't do what I almost did right there, where you accidentally touch a really high level mob and they go crazy on you. 87% or 88, almost there. Like I said, we're only going to level 14, 80%, because we have that quest for the Law Wolf quest item, the Slains. If anyone, while they're watching this, has other questions, I'm not the most experienced player in the world, but I'm pretty good at, well, a lot of it. And so I'll be able to help you for sure. And if I don't, I can tell you where to look or who to watch. Unfortunately, there's not many English-speaking creators for Life, but nonetheless, there's still some good. The auto-translate works well in a lot of cases on other channels, and even just watching can get you the gist. Level up again, we're level 13, we're almost there. I don't know if I'll fast forward this. Probably not, because I've been talking the whole time, but we'll see. It's possible. It's getting hard to discuss things. Yeah, I don't know if anyone... I'll leave this account as it is, and if there's a comment or a few comments on what job class to get, I can do a quick guide on that, but I'm sure anyone watching has already done they're not hard to do, they're literally just click right and forth. I will show a little tip though before we go back to town, and that is just to pick up, there's an item you need at every first job change. It's called the Book of Technique. It pops up in a few places. There's one like here in the river, there's one over here. You need it for every class. It does not matter which one. and it does not matter which place the book spawns from. They all are the same book. One quest will tell you to run to the river to grab it. The other will tell you to grab it over there. It does not matter. Just go to the closest one. But while you're leveling, it's just smart to grab one on your way. You're there anyways. It saves you a lot of running back and forth when you're doing your job change. Again, if you're trying to do maximized level 15 on the global release, you want to be paying attention to that. You want to be those saving 5 minutes, or even not even saving 5 minutes, but saving like fighting someone for the spawn of it, right? Because it only drops one at a time, and you have to wait for it to come back. So if you can get it before everyone else, and you don't have to fight them for it and wait for it to pop back up, then you can continue on leveling, and yeah, you'll get ahead of. You won't get ahead of everyone. There's going to be people that are going to spend an insane amount of money, and they will always be faster than you, but you'll get ahead of the other free people. Now, a lot of people believe that the only way to excel in this game is to spend money, and you're going to have, I don't know, it's just not true. It's obviously easier if you spend money. It's faster to level. You usually hit harder, but it's not necessary. It's pay to win. Undoubtedly, this game is pay to win, but it's not. It leans more on the pay to progress rapidly side than it does to win, because someone hitting harder and stronger than you doesn't really matter unless you're versing them. So you don't need godlike gear in order to farm giants in this game, or just generally level, despite what some people will whine and cry about. As you can see here, I've actually run out of food. So what I'm going to start doing now is, and that's because the action slot has been on cooldown this whole time. So as I'm actually going to be leveling, I'm going to be picking up any pieces of food I can find. That is my bad for not really paying attention to how much I was using, but whatever, it is what it is. Typically these things would only be hitting me one time, but I let my action slot, get too hot, and as a result there, I've been taking more hits from these things, but it's alright. We are almost level 14 here. Jeez, it's just when the amount of people here, it really ruins how fast you can do this, because it doubles the amount of time you have to run around waiting or looking for a mob to pop up. But still, we are still right in this. We're well on pace to beat 30 minutes. There we go, level 14. Yeah, the people who pay will not experience the same issue, because they'll buy an item that will allow them to use that skill slot without worrying about it going on cooldown. It's called an Activision. It is a great item to buy if you need it or want it or have the funds. You can purchase it in-game from other players. It's one of those items that is regularly sold because people know that they can get penya for it. But yeah, back to the whole free to play aspect of it and doing well. It's entirely possible. There's a brand new server that opened up in the Southeast Asia region. Not brand new server, it's the server. It's the only one for FlyFF Universe here. And I haven't put a single penny into it. I have 2 characters level 70. I've made over 250 million penya, and it's just, I haven't put a single penny into it because you don't need to. Because you level, you giant, you do the right things, you don't spend recklessly, you don't waste your time. Yeah. So don't listen to the people that claim, that this game is unfair to new players or whatever. It's obviously it's easier. It's every game, like an MMORPG. It's obviously easier if you put money into it. But FlyFF Universe has done a good job of making that not entirely necessary. The PC FlyFF or FlyFF E or eFlyFF, whatever you want to call it, that game is ruined for new players. If you're not willing to spend not even hundreds of dollars, you're not going to compete in that game. This one you don't need to. Again, who knows, maybe by the time you're watching this, it's however many years down the road when things have broken. You know, my words will be wrong. But as of today's date of upload, it is not a bad system for new players. We're at 41%, we only need 40 more. And then we are good to pick up that. I'll show you where that little book of technique is for your job change. And then we're good to hit level 15. I don't know, I don't have a class in mind for this, so I'm not really picking up anything off the ground. If you do, I dropped from every class and every gender so far. So there's at least one piece you don't have to buy. %. No, I actually think you can get away with like 75%, but I can't say for certain. I'm not gonna risk that being wrong. So it's only 5 more kills. 69, yeah. We get just over 3% a kill right now. And these are 30-minute ones, and we still have 3 minutes left, so we're on target to hit level 15 in 30 minutes. Just massive if you think about it. 30 minutes is nothing. It's no time, and this is the first hurdle everyone has to go through in this game. No one can avoid it. So no one wants to spend time as a vagrant. If you do, well, you're weird. Alright, this is the last one we'll kill. And I'm going to show you where that book of technique is. And then we are going to go to town, and we're going to be level 15. And so I would call it here 28 minutes is what we took with our potions there. We're level 15, and it was, like I said, this was slow because of the amount of people that was here. And if we were by ourselves or in a different, less populated server, like if I went to channel 4 or channel 3, 1 and 2 are always the busiest. They're the first 2 on the list. They're the first 2 chosen. 3 and 4, there'd be less people there, more spawns, less running in between them. Faster level 15. This is the book you want. Every first job requires this. So grab that. Use your Blinkwing that comes free with every new character. You get 5 of them. Teleport to town. You have your 4 slain, which is what's needed for that quest. See, the book spawned again, but still, if you have 10 people waiting there for it, unless you've got rapid fingers, you're not getting it. We're not going to go to the quest office lady. She's right behind this building. She's going to offer you a quest, something about cookies or something. Basically, it just says grab these 4 Law Wolf items called Slains. There you go, grab that. New quest, it's called Cookie Machine. Grab it, quest in progress, and complete it. And there you have it. You are level 15. You can choose your class. Assist, Mercenary, they talk to one of those 2. If you want to be an Acrobat, you go here and you buy a Blinkwing of Darken. And if you want to be Magician, you buy a Blinkwing of Saint Morning. Those quests are in those cities. And there you have it. Yeah, that's how it is. That's your way to do it. Oh, I forgot to grab that little quest item. What you would have done when you were at the Law Wolves, the level 13, items, you would have, while you were attacking away right here, you would have grabbed that little quest by that tree I pointed out, and you would come talk to this lady. She would ask you for it. You'd give it to her. Blah blah. You'd turn it in, and then immediately you'd get another 15,000 penya. Then you would be set. You would have 30,000 penya right there. And then just while you're here, always remember you've filled up your inventory. You wouldn't have left it on the ground like me. Sell it. There's another 15,000. You'd probably be around 20,000 from all the items you could have picked up. And you'd have 45,000 penya right there. I forgot that quest. I only have 30, but that is still a good enough number for all your food, all your MP refreshes that you'll need. But yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, comment. Thank you.